Enjoy. I want to start off with Congressman Massie because obviously, besides your race, there's 244 other races that are out there. So there's 244 Republicans that are going to be up for election here in 2014, and you're choosing not only to support Congressman Walter Jones, but to come to southeastern North Carolina. And I guess the question everyone's going to ask is, why is this race so important that you're choosing to do that?
Well, this race is important because Walter Jones is the most courageous man in Congress, and there's so many people that get up there, they sell their souls, they think they've got to give their voting card to the speaker in order to get something done, and the reality is they just become part of the problem. Walter Jones is part of the solution. There aren't more than 24 Republican members of Congress that are really unafraid to stand up for what's right. When they hit Walter Jones, he hits back twice. I mean, they kicked him off his committee a couple years ago. He doubled down. I mean, they've cut off his fundraising in Washington D.C. and he's doubled down, come back and won. And I looked up before I came here this morning on the internet. Folks can go look this up. There's a website called Open Congress, and it shows you, if you click on Walter Jones, who he votes most often like. And my name popped up there. And I thought, well, why is that? And I'll tell you why it is. Because they give us these 1,600-page bills. They give us a day to read them. And we get to the floor and we start discussing what's in them. And more than once, I've gone to the floor and Walter Jones has done his homework. And he said, do you realize what's on page 853? And I was like, no, I didn't get to 853. I started at the back because I figured all the bad stuff was in the back. And I started reading backwards. He said, well, I started in the middle and here's what I found. And I'm like, well, there's no way I can vote for that. And he's like, I didn't think you could. And literally, the voters in North Carolina, sometimes they have two votes on one day. If Walter, he'll come to the floor and show me something I didn't see that changes my vote. And that's really important. We can't afford to lose somebody that does his due diligence for the people.